Hi guys, I'm back after more than a month of absence, and first of all, I'm so sorry for being away. Please don't think that I don't care about you, that I don't miss you, I don't love you. It couldn't be more far away from the truth. As you know, I did some blood tests and I dug in deeper to find reasons for some of them annoying health issues that I've been having, and I got some bad news, which might also be good news because I finally know what my enemy is and what I'm dealing with and what I'm fighting with. So knowing your enemy is always the best step forward. So I'm happy and I'm kind of mourning at the same time. It was complicated. I had to come to terms with it and I had to think, analyze, research. I literally spent the whole month doing that. And I had to come up with an action plan before I came back to you, because I don't like being unprepared and I don't like videos. I don't like making videos or writing blog posts when I don't think I have something very serious and important to say, or if I'm not ready to speak about something. Well, today I think I'm ready to come back and I'm ready to share some of the things. I hope that you missed me as much as I did miss you, and let's jump into this video. So you know that just over a month ago I took some blood tests to try and find out why I still kept having these annoying health issues: fatigue, a lot of tiredness, depression, mood swings, tooth decay, problems with my digestion, occasional acne that kept coming back from time to time. And I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. And also I couldn't exercise because I kept having muscle pain, really bad muscle pain. Even after the most simple yoga session, I kept having joint and muscle pains and stiffness in the morning. Basically, I was annoyed. I understood that something was wrong and I had to find the reason, and that's why I did all those tests. It's funny how everything in life has a reason, and how we are constantly surrounded by all kinds of coincidences and chances that we think are chances, but they're not, because they're often signs from above that try to lead us to the right path, to the truth. And that's exactly what happened to me. So around a couple of months ago, or maybe more, I hope not more, a reader of mine called Stefania, she sent me an email and asked me what I thought of healing hypothyroid or Hashimoto thyroiditis, and basically what I would do if I had it myself and if I wanted to heal it. So I thought, great, that's an awesome topic. I think it would help a lot of people. So let me research it and write a blog post for everybody. And I thought it was going to be a quick thing, but as soon as I started researching it, I realized that I had every single symptom in the list, literally, and I've always had them. I realized that I probably always had Hashimoto's thyroiditis pretty much from the date I was born, because when I was a child, very small child, I remember my mom always struggled trying to make me wear roll necks. Anything on my neck, like scarves, roll necks, was bothering me so much. I couldn't stand any kind of pressure on my neck. And I always had problems with my energy. I was always sick. I was always the sickest child in the class. I had anemia. I had so many different problems in my childhood and teenage years, and they just continued throughout my life. So I'm pretty sure I've always been hypothyroid, and with Hashimoto thyroiditis, it's just that my hypothyroid got worse recently because of my paleo stint and playing with low carb and all kinds of things. So after researching about Hashimoto thyroiditis, I was pretty much 100% sure that I had it. I just had to take the blood test to confirm to myself and to see black and white that I had it. So I did 5 different tests for thyroid. I did the FT3, FT4, TSH, which is the thyroid stimulating hormone, and I also did 2 antibodies that show if you have Hashimoto thyroiditis. And I also did a few different antibody tests for celiac, because a few days before I took my blood tests, I found out my sister was diagnosed with celiac disease, and obviously celiac disease goes in families. So my parents and I all went to get tested, and I took as many tests for celiac or gluten intolerance as they had, just to be 100% sure and to rule it out or to confirm it. I also took one test that shows non-celiac gluten intolerance, which is just as important and just as bad. The results were that I don't have celiac, thank God. My poor sister is the only one in the family that has it. But I do have almost on the verge non-celiac gluten intolerance. The limit for it was 1, so I had to be up to 1, and mine was 0.97, so very, very close to the limit. So I'm not going to take my chances. I will just keep staying away from gluten. I'm talking about thyroid. I got what I expected. So my FT4 was normal. My FT3 was low, almost on the bottom, almost on the border, which is not surprising because I have all the hypothyroid symptoms, and that explains why I failed on the paleo diet and lots of other things. My TSH was quite high. It was 4.50. It was still within the limits because in Europe the limits are quite high, but ideally shouldn't be over 2. So 4.50 already explains why I'm not feeling good and why a lot of things have gone wrong. So that explains everything. And then the 2 antibodies, one of them was normal and the other one was through the roof. The limit was 4 and mine was 28.8. So that's pretty high. That's 7 times higher than the norm. So what does that mean? Basically, I have Hashimoto thyroiditis. I really did not expect that a couple of months ago. I didn't even know what Hashimoto thyroiditis was. A lot of my readers told me they had it. I kept seeing it in different articles about thyroid health, but I never even expected that I was going to have it. It was a total shock. It's an autoimmune disease where the immune system basically gets overreactive and it starts attacking the cells of the thyroid. And when the thyroid gets under attack, it stops working properly and it becomes hypothyroid or hyperthyroid, or it can jump from one to the other. It's also very closely linked to gluten intolerance because the gluten molecule and the thyroid molecules are very similar, and if the body is attacking gluten, then it would attack the thyroid in the same way. And that's why if you have Hashimoto thyroiditis, it's very important to go gluten-free, and that's what I've done. A lot of people are also dairy sensitive, at least at the beginning. So I'm kind of mostly staying away from dairy as well, but I think I'll talk about that more in another video, because otherwise this video will be 100 minutes long. Also, interestingly, 94% of Hashimoto's patients are also vitamin D deficient, so that could kind of explain why my vitamin D was so low. Now, Hashimoto thyroiditis is not the end of the world, I know, but what bothered me the most about it is that it increases 4 times your risk of miscarriage. It also increases your risk of premature birth and infertility, which is not really good news for me because I'm kind of getting broody and I really want to start a family soon. So this diagnosis means that basically I'll have to postpone it until I win the fight against this autoimmune disease. Even though the conventional medical industry thinks that there's nothing you can do about Hashimoto thyroiditis, you can only control it, I've seen other things. I've seen lots of cases where people were able to get rid of it forever. I believe it's caused by a lot of things like iodine deficiency, selenium deficiency, lots of sugar in the diet, what else? Birth control pills, a lot of different things. And I believe if you take them out of the picture, the thyroid can heal, the autoimmune diseases can go away, and the immune system can calm down. So I'm really, really optimistic about it. I'm sure I'm going to win. I guess you will be able to follow my journey and see if I manage. Please wish me luck. And if you are yourself going through something similar, if you have hypothyroid, any kind of thyroid problems, or if you have Hashimoto thyroiditis itself, if you have celiac disease or non-celiac gluten intolerance, then please get in touch with me and write a comment. Tell me how it's been for you, if you managed to win the fight, how it's been going, what you've been doing, if you have any kind of tips for me. You know, in general, I just want to feel like I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. I know a lot of you are going through the same thing, but it would be really nice to hear from you and get some kind of words of encouragement or something like that. So if you can do that, I would be very happy. And if you're going through something similar, then I'm sending my love and my healing vibes to you. I hope that you are feeling good today. And well, I guess this is all I wanted to say with this video, really. I had a new haircut, by the way, I forgot to mention that. But I already mentioned that in my Facebook and Instagram account 100 times, but basically it was a happy accident because I just wanted to trim my ends and the hairdresser completely ruined it. So then I had to chop it off completely. So now I have short hair, but it turned out to be the best haircut ever. So I might leave it like that. We will see. Let me know what you think. Do you like this new hair? So I'm back to making videos, writing blog posts. I missed you. I hope you missed me too. And I'll see you in my next video, which hopefully will be that garden tour that I promised you and I never did. But my garden tour is going to be one of the next videos. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.